A bus breaks the silence. The atmosphere is really nice. Did you see that necklace someone was holding? I don't know, it just felt like that was important. Someone was holding a necklace. I don't know who it was, but yeah. A bus breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the instant buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake up.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I sweat away at what is nudging persistently at my side. Come on, can I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. My hand lightly taps my cheek and something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. The icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling. Area.
Isabella? Stop. Can you hear me? Isabella?
I'm alive! The fog immediately lifts from my mind the moment I recognize the voice and my eyes snap. Oh, there looking down at me is Rose and another lady. Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least. Hello, people. I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed, if the light ache in the area indicates anything.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Why? Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13... 12-teen? No, that's wrong. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
This time I curiously regard a woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her, what with the way she tours over us. In the air I thought Rose is already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews? Maybe? But with how primely dressed she is, I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit at that, but gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. How can you see that on... What? How? Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she should certainly look like our supervisor during
Just do it, please.
I eye them both rarely, but recite everything as she has asked. Recite? Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright?
Expiration soon replaces the memory is a little fuzzy, but the attic and
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews.
right.
The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
No, not any of those. They're, I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Both Rose and the lady look at me like I've just grown another head. Great. Did I say something weird? Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman before the awkward silence stretches on further. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. I should have showed this to troublesome clients or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. It's also the same one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with as much patience as she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you. You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really all right? What happened?
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in the head. Like, what's wrong with you? An extremely minor bump. I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I may lose that bonus B or C promise, but that's completely beside the point. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return a cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase as railings to steady myself, but otherwise I feel
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchanges a worried glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation. If she says no...
All right, you in.
Yes! A smile threatens to slip out from me.
But if I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
It's just a small bump. Don't worry.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Suddenly, a small cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking acceptingly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. ... Well, she is. But not in the scary, negative way. Far from it, actually. Her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. At her lack of response, she coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Words get caught in my throat at sight of it, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my blunders.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
She hands Rose her business card. Interior designer. The words interior designer catches my eyes before my partner flips it over. Same here! Oh, probably someone interested in a mansion for his 17th century influences then. I won't hold it against her though. Despite the heresies and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. I suppose some people find a tip to the past feeling appealing. After all, with what it offers, this place could also be heaven for people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough. In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please...
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with an equally perplexed look. And against my better judgment, I blur out the first question that comes to mind. Girl,
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
I'm just kidding. I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah, right? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
Well,
It is, but...
She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. Sometimes you have to I guess. Suddenly, Rose nudges me with her elbow. Since we're supposed to be professional, that's clearly the better option. Because like, I don't know, but like, you work with this stuff, like, why don't you know, you know? Yeah. Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding it. Let's see. Yeah. Marianne. Yes. Not skip. I don't even think I can skip since I've never played it before, but just in case, like, no. Clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding it. Right.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. Excuse me? I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
Awkward. She nods, seemingly in deep thought after I have finished. Shouldn't Rose like us more now, too, since we were being professional? She appears to be a reasonable person in a way. Given the proper explanation, she'd surely understand.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
No problem. With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us slight. That seems to be the end of it. Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief, but it sounds like we got a buyer. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me of doing a good job, and I can't help but swell with pride. I thought you were all about not the pride, though. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to our Luxborn office and check, even if she didn't ask for it. I would be very frustrated if, for some reason, something has already been decided without my or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, Miss McCullough returns looking a little flustered, but with an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella? I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double-check those papers.
Okay, got it.
Fine. The two of them disappear behind a parlor door. Wait! Journal entry. No, okay, good. Rose Cooper, along with the woman who introduced herself as Marianne McCullough, I think it was pronounced, found Isabella Santos lying unconscious in the mansion's foyer before the open houses start. Unable to recall what happened prior, Isabella insisted on working despite her... Unable to recall what happened prior? Really? Isabella insisted on working despite her co-agent worries about her well-being. Wait, what? So she doesn't know about the... No, wait, what? Or just... She doesn't... Maybe she remembers there being that thing the first time, but not when it was by the stairs? I don't know. That's strange. Or I guess it's like what happened after. Like just like the things we didn't see until she woke up. I guess that might be what they were trying to describe. Happened after she saw the legs again. Them legs though. I'm just kidding. The two of them disappear behind a parlor's door. Their departure brings with it a stillness to keep me company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any call from me. Strange. Okay, yeah, so she remembers that. Was it just paranoia? A temporary lapse after having heard all of those tales about this place? Probably. I would think of it as such. Where's the letter? Do you still have the letter? Better think of it as such, so I can work in peace. Did she take the letter with her? I don't remember. Except a small part of my mind begs to differ. And if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. The keys Rose have just handed me dig into my palm, its jagged edges creating shallow ridges on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it. It's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer closer to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose has asked of me. Just a few more hours, Isabella. Sell the house, get the money. Ooh, okay, here we go. Wait, what? Wait, what? What was that? That was it? Dang. There's nothing. Alright. I think I'm gonna end this one here, actually. See ya. That was creepy. Hopefully you like it. Bye.